What's going on, you guys? How you guys doing? You're here for another week, another episode, Perkins Talks. So, hey, let's get straight to it. Music. Today is actually going to be a review on a song that I've listened to. Number one, it's not a Christian song, so just be aware of that. But it's all going to tie in. Don't worry about it. It's all going to tie in. Trust me. Um, so for about a week straight, not entirely the whole week, I've listened to this song by Rick Ross. If you don't know who Rick Ross is a music director. He's a music artist. He had a couple of good songs. That was when I was back in my world days, doing my thing, moving, shaking. Okay, yeah. So anyway, so this song popped up on my, hey, you should watch this, but I didn't really want to watch it, but it caught my eye, so I was like, okay, maybe I should watch it. So I clicked on the song. The song title is "Your Idols Become Your Revival." Your idols become your rivals. Your idols become your rivals. That's a hard word for me to say. Rival, rival. Your idols become your rival. Okay, so your idols become your rivals. That is the name of the song. It's a very catchy song. It's an interesting song. He talks about how he used to look up to this particular music group. Back in the days, they were a really good music group. That was also my club days. Anyway, so he talks about how he used to look up to them. He used to, like, I guess you could say, idol them. That's what they used to be, his idol. That's who he looked up to as in music. Of course, there was other artists that influenced him. Probably still artists that do influence him. Influence. So he goes in and talks about how he always looked up to them, how he always saw how they were able to get money and then just do what they do. So he saw the lifestyle and he said, that's the lifestyle right there. That's it. That's it. I gotta make it happen. That's it. So basically, he's looking up to them and stuff. So now we're in 2017, 2016, 2017. They get into some problems, some beef, whatever, and all of a sudden, now Rick Ross is no longer cool with the music group. And of course, it's like the head leader, because once one leader gets one way, then another leader gets another. Doesn't mix well, as we can always see. Look at, okay, never mind. But anyway, so he's basically talking about the problems that he sees with the head leader of the music group. He talks about the problems that they get into and stuff, and he's basically sharing like, hey, yo, I don't like how things went down. I really don't appreciate it. So anyway, reason why I want to talk about that is that because a lot of times we always look up to people, right? We always see people that's in the spotlight and we're like, wow, I want to be like that person. Or I want to do what that person does. We idolize them. We see their life, we see what they do, and we're like, man, it has to be good. They're up there, they're doing their thing. It has to be good. So what do? We want to do what they do. So a lot of times in people's lives, we see their success, we see their fame, we see them blowing up, and then we start to communicate with them. We start to say, hey, yo, I like the way you do this, I like the way you do that, I like how you talk, I like how you maneuver things, right? Um, and Sooner or later, we get into problems with those people, and they become our rivals. They become someone that now we're going against now. So no longer is it like, hey, I idolize you. Now we're at war now. We're at war. Even though the one person may not see it, the other person is like, yo, we at war. You may not see it like that, but that's what it is. I don't like how you did that. I don't like what you said like that. We are at war here. There's a battle here. There's a dance here. And a lot of times that happens in church. Why? No. You mean to tell me that we idolize somebody in church? No. You lying. No, I'm not. We idolize somebody, right? Because we could be sitting down. Wow. I like the way that pastor preaches. I like the way he dress. I like his suaveness. He's suave. Rico Suave, right? So we see them and we're like, wow. He's got it. He's got it. Something about that guy. He's got it. He's got it. And a lot of times we start to talk with this person and we want to get closer to them. We want to know what it is about them, And a lot of times that pastor, I don't want to say it becomes that person's rival, but a lot of times that pastor does stuff that person doesn't agree with, and all of a sudden they get into a little tussle, and it's just like, you know what? I'm washing my hands of you, and I'm going one way, you go the other way. We'll do like an Abraham Lot thing. I'm Millie Rock over here, and you Millie Rock over there, Whatever it is, that's basically what happens, especially in church. Because we see somebody, we see them up there, we see them, as my pastor says, we see them in their Cucho Frito lights, But the fact of the matter is that you see that person up there, you got to realize that person is human, just like you. That person falls just like you. That person talks just like you. They may not have the same vision just like you, but guess what? They do what you do. They live what you live. They breathe what you breathe. So a lot of times we can't just look up a pastor and say, oh man, that's my idol right there. He got it. He got it going on. He know how to finesse. He know how to finagle. He know how to do this. He know how to do that. But we really need to look at God more and say, you know what, Lord? I put your pastor, I put your chief shepherd, I put your shepherd, not chief shepherd, sorry. I put your shepherd on a pedestal that he shouldn't have been on. I apologize for that, Lord. Allow me never to do that again. Because we can't put people up on a pedestal. Because you know what? People are always going to fail you. And once they do, you take them off the top shelf. And now you're putting them way at the bottom. Way at the bottom. And you know what? They didn't need to be at the bottom. If you left them flat line, middle ground, right here, middle ground. If you left them right there, trust me, things would have been okay. Trust me, things would have been all right. But we idolize people. We put them all the way at the top. It's time to start leveling people on the same ground that you are. If you leave people on the same ground that you are, they will not disappoint you. Because if you realize people will always disappoint you, but you need to say, you know what? This person is human, just like I'm human. This person makes mistakes, just like I make mistakes. This person falls just the way I fall. This person sins just the way that I sin. All our sins are different, but this person still sins. And you know what? Nobody is holy. Nobody is holy but God. But Jesus, his son. And we need to all realize that. We need to bring that into our minds and say, you know what? I don't know why I put this person up there. I don't know why I idolize this person. And it's the reason, the fact is like that we idolize people because we know that they are more closer to God than we are in our walk. So we know that they have power from on high. We know that. But you know what? We need to realize that they are human just like us. We got the same power that they do. We got the same authority that they do. Everything that they got, guess what? We got as well. So we don't need to idolize people. We don't need to put them on the top shelf. We don't need to put them on the front burner and then put everybody else to the back. But we need to put God to the front. We need to say, you know what, God? You take right here. I go to the back. I go to the back with the rest of the people. And let's not put people in places they don't need to be. They don't need to be there. But guess what? We put them there. And it's our fault. It's our fault. A lot of times I idolize people. Because guess what? I see them up there. I see them doing their thing. I'm like, man, I wish I was like that. I wish I could be that. But you know what? I wish I could be like Christ. It's okay. God has blessed them in that season, in that time. I'm going to get blessed in my season, in my time. So I don't have to worry about all that. They can have that. But I want what God has for me. That's what I want the most. And when we start to realize that, then we'll be better people. So that's what I got for you this week. If you like it, you give a thumbs up. If not, thumbs down. New video coming out next week. Look for it. Tuesdays is always happening, as you know. Let's go, people. We can do it. Don't idolize people. They won't become your rival.